My mom didn't make me dinner 'cause Elle said Elle wasn't hungry for lunch. I was 10. I don't really know why LM saying this 'cause it's already been many years since then, but Elle just want to share this here and ask, is this normal? I was a very skinny kid. Like very skinny. Elle started to leave 20 kilos when I was 14, so you can imagine how skinny I was, but even though I was skinny, I was also very energetic. Elle liked playing more than anything and always had energy for something even. That being said, I had issues with eating all the time, like Elle would go the whole day with only 1 or 2 sandwiches in my stomach. Elle never felt hungry like at all. Never once did Elle feel the gut-wrenching need to eat something. I also used to get bullied quite a bit. Not 'cause I'm skinny, but simply for entertainment, Elle think. The other neighborhood girls never liked me when I was little, but I was desperate for friends, so even though they physically bullied me, Elle would always play with them the next day. The same would happen in school. I was always the second choice that would only get called to play if the number of people playing wasn't enough for the game, and me being the stupid, idiotic, gullible kid I was, Elle would play with them, and then watch them play when they would push me aside 'cause a more popular girl came to play. I was just very stupid and desperate for friends that Elle didn't even realize how I'm selling my pride for some fake friends that didn't even think of me as a friend. They would whisper and talk about me while I'm literally a seat or two away, and what did I do about it? Nothing. Elle didn't do anything about it. One day Elle came home from school after being passed around like a doll again, and Elle didn't have the appetite to have anything in my stomach, so Elle said Elle wasn't hungry and went on to watch some YouTube on my tablet. Elle guessed my mom got fed up with me though, 'cause when dinner time rolled around, Elle got hungry, but Elle wasn't called for dinner even though I could hear my parents and older sister and brother talking in the dinner table. So I went to the kitchen where the dining table is. My plate wasn't there, so Elle asked my mom where my plate was, and she said in Elle quote, "Since you didn't want lunch, Elle didn't make you dinner." Elle don't know why, but that broke me. I went to my room and started crying harder than Elle ever cried in my whole life. Elle just cried, and after a while Elle felt someone hug me from behind. Elle think it was my sister, but Elle didn't turn around to see who it was. My bed was up against the wall, and all Elle did was stuff my face into that wall and hope the world would just swallow me whole. After a long time, I was still crying, but for some reason my mom walks into my room and looks at me, crying 10-year-old child with cold eyes, and says, "What?" I didn't say anything wrong. It's all the truth. Elle wanted to tell her that Elle hated her, that Elle wished she wasn't my mom, but I was too busy crying. My sister didn't do anything than hug me, but after a while, even she got tired of me and left me alone in my room. I and sister were never close 'cause there's an 11-year difference between us. We were just in two completely different worlds that could never even get an inch close to each other. Elle don't think she liked me at all at that time, but Elle loved her and wanted to play with her all the time. She never played with me though. You know who I was close to though? My dad. Till this day I'm very close to my dad, and I call myself a daddy's girl with pride though. On that day, he didn't do anything. He didn't check up on me at all, and neither did my brother. I'm pretty sure my brother hated me in that part of his life, and yes, there is a 8-year difference between us, so again, we were never really compatible. Till this day I'm not close with either of my siblings. I know this is a pretty long rant, but Elle just wanted you to understand everything so you can get where I'm coming from. I'm sorry if Elle wasted your time, but again, Elle just wanted to get this off my chest and ask my question. Was Elle just an emotional girl, or was my mother wrong for what she did?